Hey angels, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a fall makeup tutorial or a fall getting ready with me video. So if you guys are interested, stay tuned. All right, now like all of my getting ready with me videos, gonna put on my little cat ears here. Excuse the roots, my hair is due to be done next week, so bear with me. So I wanted to do a getting ready with me video that was fall inspired because I have also been changing up my makeup routine a little bit. First things first, for my makeup, you guys know I always use the SPF. This is the SPF 50. I love this stuff. It is pricey, but it does last, for me anyway, about 6 to 7 months at a time. Next thing I'm gonna do is spritz on some Scandinavia primer. You guys know I use this stuff all the time, so I'm gonna apply that beauty. Nice and fresh. I love that it's a mist. One thing that is current or fresh in my routine is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is for, sorry, a Superstar Youth Glow. And guys, I gotta tell you, I love it. So this is kind of like a mild highlighter, if you will, or an illuminator to put underneath your foundation. It's saying that it does have a little bit of coverage, which it definitely does. It comes in a couple of shade ranges. I am number 1 because your girl's quite fair. And what I actually like using it for is my under eye area. I don't really use it anywhere else. And it does come with quite a large doe foot applicator. But what I like to do is just sweep it under my eyes, because let's face it, like the bags under my eyes are on another level. And if you are like me and you struggle with under eye like bags, I have been really enjoying putting this underneath my makeup during the day, or underneath my concealer actually, just because it further brightens my skin. And I've just been blending it in with a damp beauty blender, and I find just doing that little bit, like look what a difference that's already made under my skin, like from one eye to the next. Like wow, my skin just looks like it's really glowing and hydrated under here now. Like I love it. From there, I've actually been leaving my skin put and doing my eyes first. So for that, I have been using MAC's Paint Pot. This is in Soft Ochre as a primer on my eye. I'm not really sure why I made the transition, to be quite frank, because I've always used concealer on my eyelid, but I thought I don't know, I just tried it one day and I don't know, made the switch over. So what I do is I put this all over my lid, right into the corner of my eye, just to conceal any further darkness that's there. And I spread this all out right up to the brow bone. Paint Pot does still leave your lids a little bit tacky, so I just like to take some translucent powder and lightly press it onto my lid, just to make sure there's no tackiness, so any eyeshadow will spread evenly. For eyeshadows, I know there's been a gazillion releases lately. I actually haven't bought any new palettes recently, so I've been using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam. You guys know I've been in love with this palette for, well, since its release. It's basically all I use. And it just has some really nice warm notes in it. If you haven't seen it, it's perfect for everyday wear. It's perfect for the fall time, so it's why I continue to use it, and it is what I will be using today. I'm actually going to start off with a mix between Sienna and Rustic, the slightly darker brown here. And I'm gonna put it on a packer brush, and I'm going to press it right onto the lid for some color. And I'm gonna put it all over my lid, right up to the crease. No, fall tends to be a little bit more about deeper, smokier eyes, darker colors. And I can only go so dark because I am so fair, but I wanted something that I could still play with for the daytime. Now, once that color is on there, what I'm gonna do is take a blending brush. This is the Sigma E25, and I'm just gonna go into the crease and lightly fluff out what I've done, just so that there aren't any harsh lines. And I'm going to bring that color up a little bit from the crease, just for a soft blend. Again, just to make sure there's no super harsh lines or anything. You can see I blended out the color a little bit there, just to push the color up a little bit for that nice dimension and color, but again, there's not any harsh lines. It's kind of been smoked out a little. All right, so once those first two colors are packed on there and fluffed out, I am gonna go back into my palette and dip into Orange Soda here. Whoops. At the top, that I love. It gets a lot of use, that color, out of this palette for me. And I am just going to lightly dust this over the top that's been blown out a little bit, just to add a touch of another color. And again, just to further soften that line that I had made. Okay, perfect. Now, once my eyeshadow here is at this portion, what I like to do is go in with my lash serum that you guys know I use called Eye Envy. A lot of you ask what's made my lashes so long. That is what it is. So I like to sweep this across the top. Now that my lashes are a lot longer than what they used to be, I only apply this every couple days. It just happened today while I'm filming that I actually needed to apply it again. But when you use it initially, you have to use it every day. And then I saw my full results within about 6 weeks, but I started to notice a difference with my lashes within 2-3 weeks, which is nice. But I love the stuff. I swear by it. I've been using it now for, it's been 1.5 years at least. And I love it. From there, what I'm gonna do is put on some mascara primer. This is a L'Oreal voluminous base. You guys know I love this stuff. And then once my base is on, I like to go in with my L'Oreal voluminous mascara. For my foundation, I have been using the Makeup Forever Ultra HD, which I have for a while. I'm using the color Y215 right now because I am my true natural colored self rather than fake tan. And I've been putting it on this brush that I was telling you guys about before. It's the Sigma 3D HD Max Kabuki. I've really been enjoying this little set. And I've been using it for my foundation and concealer. So I'm gonna just squeeze a couple of pumps on the brush. And then I have been just liking pressing it onto the skin like so. And I really just love how fast a brush is. Like I've been using the Beauty Blender for such a long time and I still love it. I still use it, but I forgot how fast a makeup brush can be, which is lovely. Oops, I may have put too much foundation on there. Whoopsie. But yeah, like I really, really love the finish of this foundation and the way that the brush glides on my face. I go in with some concealer though, just because the HD foundation is not full coverage. Too Faced concealer, this is the Born This Way in the color Almond. I love this stuff. And what I've been doing is just going over my sunspots or my hyperpigmentation up top there, just to add further coverage. I add some around my nose and under my eye. And on this little guy that's hanging out here, my new BFF, which we want to get rid of. And then again, I've been using the Sigma brush. This is the 4D HD Kabuki. It's got this like little triangle all the way around, but I love the pointed tip because it gets right into the crease of my eye, or sorry, not the crease, like the inner corner of my eye. It makes it really easy to blend out concealer. And I just tap it into the other areas. Normally I haven't been setting under my eye recently, but with this look, I do want to add a touch of eyeshadow underneath. So for that reason, I am going to set them today just because otherwise the eyeshadow is going to apply blotchy with the concealer still being a little bit moist. So I'm just going to lightly tap under the eye with a little bit of translucent powder. I always set around my nose no matter what, because otherwise I get creasing in there. So as I mentioned, I wanted to do a little bit more on the eye. So I'm going to go in with the color Burnt Orange here on just a pencil brush. And I'm just going to lightly sweep this color underneath my eye, so it looks like the eyeshadow connects all the way around. And then once that color's on there, just to add a little bit of depth, I'm gonna go in with the color Mulberry at the very top here on a thin angle brush. And I'm just gonna trace this along my lash line on the bottom just to add a little bit more dimension. All right, now the other thing I've been doing for blush recently has been using Stila's Convertible Color Lip and Cheek Cream Color. Did I say that right? I think so. This is the color Gerbera, am I saying that right? Gerbera. And I've just been putting my finger on there, or in there, sorry. And I've just been dabbing the color on my cheeks. I like the flush of color it gives to my skin. And the other reason I'm using it too is because as my skin matures, obviously fine lines come into play. So sometimes the more powdered products you put onto your skin, the more fine lines can show up. So I've been opting for a little bit more of a cream-based products in general, just to help combat that a little bit, and just so, again, my face doesn't look like it's weighed down by too many like powdered products. And once that color is on there, I also like to do the same thing with a highlighter. I'm using the Moonlight Highlighter, Liquid Highlighter by Color Effects. This, their custom enhancer drops, sorry, is what they're called. But I just like to open the cap and I will stick my ring finger in there and I will press part of that up my cheek, because I do find these are really, really pigmented, which is nice. So a little goes a long way. Now, if you're someone that likes a blinding highlight, then of course you can add more. I like something that's a little bit more subtle, and although it doesn't look like it now, I'm gonna put just a touch more on, because once I do add some powder to my face to set the foundation and the cream products, it does mute just a little bit. So once I have those cream-based products on, I'm gonna just use a basic translucent powder with a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to lightly press it into my face just to set everything and make sure all of these creamy products don't move around anywhere they're not supposed to. Now that my face is set, I am gonna add a little bit of bronzer. Because I am so fair, I'm going to be using the Hoola Light, just because a lot of other bronzers, when you're this fair, tend to make your skin a little bit too muddy looking because they're so warm based. And although I have a warm undertone, it can be just a little crazy or a little too warm for me. I need something that's almost like warm to slightly neutral, just so that it doesn't go too insane on my skin. So while I might not get a traditional bronze, it'll be bronze to me. So I like to just always press it into the temple area of my face and then just along the top of my cheekbone. I think I am gonna add just a touch more highlight. The one that I had put on in the liquid format is still there, but I think I'd like something a little bit brighter. So I'm going to use the Becca Highlight. This is a limited edition one that is called Vanilla Quartz. It's absolutely my favorite. I really, really love this formula because it's a very, very pale gold, which is perfect for those with a warm undertone. So I'm just gonna apply a touch more. It doesn't need anything crazy, just for a little bit of a glow. There we go. She's back. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of eyeliner to the top waterline. I'm taking the Marcelle Forever Sharp Waterproof Kohl Eyeliner. I love that this is self-sharpening. And I'm just gonna apply a little bit to the top of my lid, or sorry, to my waterline. It's just in a dark brown, so again, it'll just finish off that nice like chocolatey kind of color we got going on up top. And then we are gonna go for lips. So I'm going to be using the lip liner by Marcelle again. This is their Forever Sharp Waterproof Lip Liner. This is just in the color Warm Nude. So I'm gonna apply this on the lip. And I am gonna fill in the whole thing. And then for lipstick for this fall look, I'm using a new color that I picked up that's called Lit Turmeric by Bite Beauty. I love their stuff. Their lipsticks smell like a beautiful like citrus yummy dessert, or yummy citrus dessert, sorry. Love the color. It's this like almost burnt orange kind of color, but it's nice and warm, which I love for this time of year. So for gloss, I'm gonna be using the Kylie Cosmetics gloss in the color So Cute. I'm just gonna put a little bit of it on, just so that my lips aren't totally matte. After that, we're gonna take this crazy hair down. I may have to fix the situation when I put an outfit together with you guys, but for now, that is what it is. And I'm gonna take the Scandinavia Makeup Finishing Spray. I love this stuff. This is their bridal finishing spray. It has 16-hour hold, which I love. All right, so now that the makeup is finished, let's go and pick out a fall outfit. Today's look is inspired by these shoes here by Sophia Webster. I'm obsessed with the different colors in this metallic heel and love the really big chunky heel it's got on it. It's got a very 70s kind of vibe, or disco kind of vibe to it. I don't know, I'm kind of living for these. So I decided to pair it with a little bit of color blocking. I've got these clashing colors of mustard and this fabulous fuchsia velvet skirt that I'm obsessed with. And of course it's pleated, because you guys know I'm obsessed with that at the moment. And a jean jacket and simple necklace to top off the look. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you soon.